Good evening, class. How are we doing today?
Hello, Professor. We're good. How are you?
Good.
Very good. So everybody hear me okay?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get started, okay? Today we will focus on the learning of area and parameter, okay?
Mhm.
Now, to your best knowledge, what is the area and what is the parameter? What is the area? Anybody like to share? What is the area?
You can't hear.
How would you teach younger children area? What is the area? What's the meaning for area?
Area is the mountain side.
Yeah. Area is what?
The space, the combined total amount of space all around from the outside. Can you hear me or no?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Now, okay, I think so. We need to give a concrete example, for children. Okay, let's say I want to remodel my kitchen floor, and I want to go by area or parameter. Which one?
I think area. No.
Yeah, you have to measure. Like, I want to, if I like to remodel my kitchen floor, and I measure how many square foot in my kitchen, right? So actually, we are looking for the area, and we measure how many. Let's say, I want to have how many tiles, or I need to order, right? So let's say one by one, and how many tiles of this one by one. So basically is go by uh, square foot, right? What about parameter? If I like to redo my my fence, okay, should I go by area or parameter? Which one?
Perimeter.
Perimeter. The one on the
Yeah,
outside.
That's
parameter. And
just
this one you
sides.
have to go by
Mhm.
parameter because this go by the length, right?
Mhm.
If you go by the area and your fence is not working, right? It's not working. So you still, if you like to remodel not remodel, you want to rebuild your fence, and you want to go by the parameter, right? So those are concepts. I think that we need to give some of a concrete example for children, and then therefore let them to know. All right.
Being in second
Okay.
place, then we set the third. Now we fall in sixth. Ray knows it first, and he might pick.
Yeah.
But
Okay. So area of polygon. Here is a two formula, okay? Area a rectangle. So everybody familiar with this? A rectangle of a length base and a width edge has area A given by the formula area is base times height. Does everybody familiar with this? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. So you just learn by memorizing the formula, right? Not by understanding, right? So let's say we have an area of this. See, um, second, when we talk about younger children, let's say 2 times 3, we have several meaning. One meaning is we can say, two groups of apples, and each group we have 3 apples. So we have one group of apples, two groups of apple, and each one have 3 apples there. So therefore, total is 6. Is that right? Is that right for this?
Yes, I think so, no?
Yeah. So the
Okay.
meaning for the times, we can have a groups of meaning. And we also can have another meaning for 2 times 3. So therefore, we have 2 units, 2 foots, and then 3 units. So therefore, another meaning is area meaning. So we want to teach them, another meaning, which is area meaning. So therefore, we have 2 times 3, which is equal 6. So therefore, let's say we have 2 inch, and then this is 3 inch. So we have total, we have 6 inch. Is that right? Correct or wrong?
Correct. No.
It's incorrect.
It's
Yeah.
inch squared, no?
That's right. That's
Yay.
right.
I didn't forget
Yeah.
what we did.
And why it is square? Okay, let me tell you why it is square. Because we're looking for how many little square are there. So 1 and 2 and 3 little square, 4 little square, 5 little square, and 6 little square. Does that make sense? And therefore, that's why we have square unit. Does that make sense to you, everybody?
Yes.
All right. So based on this information, we have a base, and we times the height. 2 times 3, which equals 6. This is base and the height. This is a base, and this is a height. And that's the area. Does that make sense how this formula coming from? Yes or no?
Base and height, base and height. Yeah. Yes.
Because based on the area model, okay, area model, right? So base times height, that's why we have area, right? Okay, now the next question is area of parallelogram. Okay, a parallelogram of a base and an altitude h, and area is base times height. All right. Now the question is why they have the same formula? Why they have same formula? Now the question is, can we make this one as a rectangle, yes or no? Yes, we could make this as a rectangle. Look, this one. If I cut this triangle and move over there, cut this one, and then move over there. Did you see this is a rectangle, yes or no?
Yeah, that's nice.
Right, so this is a base. So therefore, that's why they have the same formula. If I cut this piece and move over there, and then the area is still the same. Is that right?
Yeah, I was gonna say that I thought that because it has 4 sides, even if it's a parallelogram, but I didn't know because it has to still stay as a square, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
rectangle, not square. Rectangle.
Oh,
Yeah.
a rectangle,
So
sorry,
I
yes,
can-
yes, rectangle.
Yeah, rectangle. So I changed this into this. That's
Okay.
why, because this is area is base times height. So therefore, area parallelogram is base times height. Does that make sense to you?
Okay.
That's why area parallelogram and the rectangle, they have same formula. Does that make sense to you? Okay.
Yes, yes.
And then here is another picture you can see. I move here and over there, right? And then therefore, that's they have the same area. Okay. So that's why they have same formula. Okay. And next one, area of a triangle. Area of triangle. Do you still remember the formula is?
No, that one I forgot. Oh, okay, it's half times.
When you were a childhood, remember that? The teacher said, oh, triangle is 1/2 base times height. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you remember that, right? But why is 1/2? There's something connect with this, yes or no? Is something connect with is a area of parallelogram and an area of rectangle? Did you see it? Because it's 1/2.
Hmm.
So therefore, if you cut in half a parallelogram, and you want to cut in half a rectangle, and what did you see? It's a triangle. Is that right?
Triangle, yes. I never knew
Yeah.
that.
So there, yeah, you remember that, right? I'm can call your memory when you as a childhood, right? But now you need to know because you want to be a teacher, you want to have more knowledge, you need have more conceptual understanding. Does that make sense? So therefore, look, this is a triangle, and this is a triangle, right? So 1/2 because area of a rectangle is a base times height, and we take a half of this, and that is the area triangle. Does that make sense to you? How we finding out the area triangle, the meaning of this? Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes.
Now it
Now,
does.
what about yes? What about area of trapezoid?
Hmm.
Now, area trapezoid actually, this is the one I highlight. This one. This is a textbook.
Hmm.
Textbook provide this information, right?
Hmm.
But personally, I think I like the first one because the first one give you the meaning, and this one didn't give you the meaning, just give you the memorization. Okay. Now let me tell you why. Area trapezoid. How many triangle did you see?
Trapezoid? 3. 2, sorry, 2.
Yeah. So two triangles you can find right here. Is that right? From one trapezoid. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. So you find two, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two triangles in this trapezoid. So
Mhm.
therefore, and look here. This is area 1/2 base 1. Base 1 right here. And times the height, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna change the color. This is a this is a blue triangle. A blue triangle right here is 1/2 base 2 times height. And then add together, and now it will be the area of trapezoid.
Mhm.
Does that make sense to you?
Okay. Yeah.
And why the textbook provide this? Let me show you how to do this, okay? Because we have 1/2 base 1 times height plus 1/2 base 2 times height, right? And we just factor what? Factor 1/2, factor 1/2, factor 1h, factor h, right? So therefore, once you factor, you take it right here. Once you factor, you take it right here. And what's left over, which is B1 plus B2.
Must be 2. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then in other way, we can say 1/2 B1 plus B2 and times height. That's why, okay?
That's so
And then
long and complicated.
yeah, but we will talk about more when you move on to the next class, 389 class with me, and then we will talk about more about this, okay? Yeah.
Mhm.
But here, because this is a 220 foundation class, and I would
Mhm.
just, let you, plug in this info, plug in with this, okay? But I would say either formula is fine if you want to do your homework, your test. Either you can do this way or this way should be fine, right? But the first one will give you the meaning, just in case you've completely forgot the formula. But you still can come up with the formula by your own without any memorization based on the understanding. You can see, two triangle, and one triangle is 1/2 base 1 times height, and the second one is 1/2 base 2 times height. Put together, that would be trapezoid.
Mhm.
Does that make sense to everybody? Yes or no?
Yeah.
All right. If this
Yeah.
doesn't make sense to you, I want you to take a minute to the first problem, okay? Oh, before you do it, okay, let me do it and let me ask you. For this problem, 55 millimeter and 25 meter, okay? Which one is the base?
55, no?
Yeah,
Mhm.
if you choose this 55 base, what's the height?
25 millimeter.
25, 90 degree, right? So therefore, yes. How about this one? The second one, which one is a base?
Wait, that's the parallelism.
Yeah,
Also,
parallel one is a
Mm.
60, right? For your
60.
base.
Mhm.
And what's the height? What's the height? Which one is height?
Oh,
30 or 31.4? Which one?
30.
Very good.
Yeah,
Yes.
because it's a
This is a
shadow.
lot of people makes construction right here.
Mm.
Look,
Mm.
here, tell you, I give you a hint.
Mm.
90 degree. That means, oh, the height is right here. And this is
Mm.
not a height, okay?
Mhm.
Has to be 90 degree, okay?
Has
Yes.
to be 90 degrees. It always has to be 90 degrees then?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. 90 degrees is height,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Mhm. Okay.
Well, let me tell you, when you go to the doctor's office, okay?
Mhm.
Now you go to the doctor's office, what is the first thing you will do? What's the first thing that the nurse will ask you to do? Check your temperature, and then we'll check, we'll measure your height, right?
Heights and weights, yeah.
And then the nurse will ask you to stand like this, 90 degrees. Is that right?
True. Mm.
The nurse will not ask you to measure like this,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? The nurse will not measure your height like
Mm.
this, right? Bend like this. The nurse will ask you to stand 90 degree and you measure the height. Is that right?
Yes.
Similar 90 degree, that will be the height. Is that right? Make sense to you?
Yes.
This is not. This is yes.
Yes.
Clear?
Yes.
Clear?
Yes. Yeah, I
All
got
right.
it. Me too.
Yeah, this is a mixed conversation for most of people in the classroom, okay? Now, next, this triangle, which one is a height? If you don't, if you like to choose the base, like 80,
Mm-hmm.
then height will be which one?
Should be
50 or
22.
22?
22.
22, thank you very much, because this one give you the hint.
Mm-hmm.
Here is the
Mhm.
90 degree,
Mhm.
all right? Any associated with the 90 degree here, that'll be the height. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How about this trapezoid? This, if you I choose this base,
Mm.
58, and which one is a height? 35.5 or 30, which one?
30.
30, thank you very much, because this is a 90 degree. Think
Mm-hmm.
about this, you know, you want to go to the doctor's office,
Mm-hmm.
doctor, nurse will ask you to measure 90 degree. That would be the height. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I want you to take a minute, figure it out. Take a minute to, how about do, let's see. Triangle and trapezoid, okay? Take a minute to triangle and trapezoid.
I
And use
understand
the
everything,
formula.
but the process, I
Use
don't
the
know if I'm
form.
gonna calculate. Mm.
Yeah, use the formula right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Use the formula right here. Okay. Area triangle, area trapezoid, right? Write it down, the formula, okay? And then we move on to here. How about write it down the formula for you, okay? 1/2 base times height, all right? And here, 1/2 base 1 times the height plus 1/2 base 2 times the height. Okay, go ahead, do it. Give you a little time to practice, okay?
Okay.
All right. Did you get the triangle? 1/2 base is 80. Height is 22. Did you get 880 millimeter? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
And don't forget about the unit, had to be square, okay?
Mhm.
Because
Mhm.
earlier we explained to you, because we're looking for how many little square are here. Is that right? We're looking for how many little square are there. So that's why it's a square unit, okay? Now the second one, because the second one will be the trapezoid. Now trapezoid here, actually, did you get 1170? Yes or no?
Yes,
You have 1/2
1170
base
millimeter.
1 times high plus 1/2 base 2 times high, so 1170 millimeter square. Okay. Okay. All right. Very good. Let's move on to next. Hmm. How we find out the V for this? Okay. So let me do this problem. First of all, I think we need finding out the area for this triangle. Okay. So what is the area for this triangle? So we have 1/2
Times base times height.
base is 10,
Mhm.
height is 7. Is that right? Because 90 degree from here to the bottom, that's the height, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So therefore 70 over 2, which is equal 35. Okay. So the area of this is 35, right?
Mhm.
The area 35 centimeter square. Okay. So
Mhm.
now I'm, because I want to find out V. So I want to rotate. Get this, I rotate. Rotate, that means 14 is on the bottom right now here. And rotate, and then one side rotate. This one go to here, and then this one go to here. Are you with me? And this one go to V right here. Are you with me if I rotate the triangle?
Mhm. Mhm.
Now, if I rotate, I change the base. So my base is right now is 14. Are you with me for 14?
Okay.
But my height will be V. 1/2 base times the height, right?
Mhm.
So 35 actually is a 7V, because 14 divided by 2 is 7V divided by 7 for both. So V is equal 5.
Okay. This is
So
where it
5
starts to get. Mhm.
centimeter, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, this problem will tell you, okay, in this triangle, we have 3 different base, and one is unknown, right? One is unknown, right? 3 different base. If you change the base, and this height will be 7. If you change the base, and you gotta change the height, right? But the area keeping the same. Whatever you rotate, the area is the same, right? And that's why we can figure out what the V is, right? So the first of all, we're just finding out the area for whole things. And next, once we rotate, we change the 14 as our base, another base, and what's another, our second, another height, all right? So that's why we can figure out what the V is, okay? So this is a more, I would say, sometimes we have a level 1 problem, just plug in, right? Like this is a level 1 problem, you just plug in, right? And this is a level 2, more problem solving problem, okay? For quicker learner, okay? For quicker learner. So we might have a general learner problem, and we might have a quicker learner problem, okay?
That's gonna cause more problems for my head. I can't think that.
Yeah, but this is
Second one.
you know, yeah, like more like a an advanced problem, okay?
Advanced. Mhm.
Yes. All right. So what about, let me see, this problem? This problem actually is coming from one of the textbook, okay?
Mm.
This is a 5 centimeter. This is 3 meter right here. All right. And then finding out the area for this, okay? So basically for this problem, we can do a combination of 2 different area. One is area 1 is a trapezoid. The second area is a rectangle. So if we find that first area plus the second area, and that would be this area, right? So can we find out the first area? The first area is this.
Yeah, the base is 5 and anything.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
5, and that's a 3.
Mhm.
And then since this is 5, so 18 is on the bottom, right? And then plus the second one, the first area plus the second area, 8 times 18. Is that right?
Mhm.
So therefore, we have a formula for this. We have 1 half base 1 and times height plus 1 half base 2 and times height. That is this, right? And then we plus a times 18. So the area of the trapezoid after calculate, I would get 34.5 meter square for this. 8 times 18, 144 meter square for this. Add the together total, which is 178.5 meter square, right? Does it make sense to you for this problem?
Yes.
All right. Sometimes, the problem like this, you need to finding out just combine 2 different area together, and now we can find an area to. Actually, this problem is from Saxon Math, which is one of the popular textbook in the United States. Okay, but anyway, so that's the problem. Okay, now Higgs theorem. Are you familiar with the Higgs theorem? Yes or no?
No, no,
Okay.
I'm not hearing it.
Higgs theorem provides an elegant formula for the area of simple lattice polygon. So basically, the Higgs theorem is taking care of the problem for irregular shape like this, or like this, or like this, or like this. All right. We want to do the irregular shape. All right. And then we can use the Higgs theorem for doing this. Okay. And what is the Higgs theorem for this? If we don't have a Higgs theorem formula, then therefore we have to break it down so many pieces like this irregular shape. That's a 1 triangle, 2 triangle, 3 and 4 triangle, plus
That takes long.
2 square, and that is a lot of process, right? And with thanks for Higgs theorem, is easy for us to do the problem. Let me show you how this work. Okay. Area actually is interior point plus the boundary point divided by 2 minus 1, okay? Very easy. I really like a Peak theorem. Easy for us to finding out the easy for us to finding out the area, okay? Now what is the interior point? Interior point right here, right here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mhm.
So interior point is a 4. I'm gonna put it down 4 right here.
Mhm.
All right. And next, boundary point. The boundary point is right here. That's the 1, that's 2, that's a 3, that's a 4, that's 5. So 5 divided by 2 minus 1. So we have 4 plus 2.5 minus 1. The answer would be 6.5 minus 1, which is 5.5 units square. Easy, right? You plug in, you finding out the interior point, you finding out the boundary point, and you can figure out the area, which is 5.5.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
If this is okay with you, can you do the yellow one? And I'm gonna give you a formula, okay? The formula is the area is equal interior point plus a boundary point divided by 2 minus 1. Okay, can you do the yellow one? I'm gonna give you a minute to find the yellow one, okay? All right, let's check your answer right here. Interior point, that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you have a 5, yes or no?
Yes. So 6.5.
Boundary point, that would be, change the color that helps you to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 minus 2 minus 1. So therefore 5 plus 2.5 minus 1, 7.5 minus 1. Did you get the 6.5 unit
Yeah.
square, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
All right. Because, the Peak theorem help us to finding out a irregular shape like this. Otherwise, sometimes you want to break in the different piece. Triangle is not actually the right triangle. It's not easy to break it out different pieces, right? So I think the Peak theorem help us to find, the answer quickly. Okay. How about, can you do the light green? The second one right here. Do the light green, finding out the area.
Green, the green, not the blue. Okay.
The green one, yes.
Mhm.
And this one will be the boundary point, not interior point, okay?
Which
This
one? I'm
one
sorry.
will be
Yeah, that's
the one I
boundary. Yeah.
circled.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a
Yes,
boundary,
yes.
okay? It's not interior,
Mhm.
okay?
Okay.
The one I circled, this one, is a boundary point.
These Peak theorems are easier than the other areas, the parallelogram and the trapezoids and all that. Those are complicated. That hurts my head.
Yeah.
But this one's more fun.
Yeah.
It spells it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spells it out really clearly.
Yes. And then actually in the classroom,
Mm,
You can use a rubber band for this, to play the
rubber
things like
band.
this.
Mm,
Yeah,
nice.
use a rubber band to use as a boundary.
Mhm.
All right. What you get for the interior point? Did you get a 4? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Boundary point. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Same as a 4,
Yeah.
and that's easier, right? And the
Mhm.
4 plus 2 minus 1, which is 5. Did you get 5 unit square?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Next, do the blue one.
Mm. Mm.
All right, what's the interior point you have?
2.
2. I have a 2. What about boundary? What boundary point did you have?
9.
Yes, I have a 9.
Mhm.
Plus 4.5 minus 1. So therefore, the answer is 5.5 unit square.
Mhm.
Easy, right?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. And don't forget, every time you end out the answer, don't forget about the units, okay?
Mhm.
Because we are looking for the area. So area
Mhm.
need to looking for the units, okay? All right. So probably this one will leave it as your homework, all right?
Okay.
And next, we're gonna talk about the area of a circle, area of circle. Now, before we talk about area of circle, we need to talk about pi, okay? So because of
Mhm.
pi will help us, using pi will help us to finding out the area of circle, okay?
Mhm.
Now, to your best knowledge, what is a pi?
I just know the number estimated at 3.14. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody
No.
say 3.14. That's right. Yes. And
Mhm.
does anybody say pi?
Pizza pie. Mhm.
No, it's
Mhm.
not pizza
No,
pie. It's not
no,
pumpkin pie, or
no, no.
it's not pumpkin pie, right? It's a pie. Okay, it's all right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
So pi. If you in the classroom, you say pi is a 3.14. Correct or wrong?
They estimated it there, but I don't think it's correct, no?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you cannot say pi is 3.14. No, they estimate, yes. So we will
Mhm.
say approximately. This is a
Mhm.
mathematical writing. Approximately
Oh,
3.14.
with the two
Close
dots
to.
diagonal
Yeah,
from each other? Mhm.
yeah. That is in mathematical writing,
Oh,
the approximately.
no. Cool.
Yeah, yeah. But it's
Mhm.
but if you say that your statement say, oh, 3.14, that is wrong. Actually, it's
Mhm.
approximately 3.14. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, how we find out a pi? As the next question is how we find a pi. Oh, how we find a pi? This is a circle, right?
Mhm.
And this is called a circumference.
Mhm.
The length of a circle, that means the circumference. That's a circumference, okay?
Mhm.
And then if you measure the circumference,
Mhm.
one, and you measure the diameter, all right?
Mhm.
And diameter actually is equal to r, right? So actually, if you find the diameter, you take circumference and divided by a diameter. Any circle, you measure circumference and divide it by diameter, and you will approximately get a 3.14.
Mm. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Any circle. So let's say you want to take a watermelon and cut it in half, and you divide it. It's not half. You divide it by D, you got approximately 3.14. This is the number. And this is a ratio. Okay. So this is how we finding out pi. Okay. So a ratio of circumference to a diameter D, and then is the pi. So circumference divided by diameter is equal pi. Circumference divided by the diameter is equal pi. Now, if I like to find the circumference, and I can use this one too, right? So therefore, how does this happen? Because I times D, I times D for both, so cancel out D, so C equal pi times D, which is equal diameter times pi. So that's why if you like to finding out the circumference and you know the pi and you're finding out the diameter, then you can finding out the circumference.
Mm.
Okay. Right. All right. So now take a minute, do this. What is the circumference of a circle having a diameter 10 centimeter? So I'm gonna give you the formula, okay?
Maybe it's pi.
Yes, right here. C times pi times D. All right, so now we want to do this problem. The circumference is equal diameter times a pi, okay? And let's say pi is approximately 3.14, okay?
That's easy. It's approximately. Mm.
We use pi approximately 3.14, finding out what's how many centimeter for this circumference.
31.4 centimeters.
Yeah, 3.14, and then since this is diameter is a 10,
Yeah.
so therefore you have to take a circumference is a 10 times 3.14.
Mm-hmm.
So you will have 31.4 centimeter. Did you get right for this one?
Yeah.
All
Do we
right.
say circumference is approximately 31.4, or do you just say circumference equals 31.4?
We will say
31.4.
approximately. Yeah, we will say approximately. You know, in the classroom, your statement will influence the students' learning.
Okay.
Because right now, you know, we to our best knowledge, you know, we still cannot find the last digit is for the 3.14. Even though we have some computer, but the last digit is still unknown. It's a mystery. That's why it will still put on the irrational number. The last digit right here is unknown. Is unknown. So we want to say approximately this. Okay. Yeah. We don't know is it 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 for this number. Okay. But I believe one day
They would
we
know.
have all,
Maybe.
one day, yeah, we have supercomputer and we are finding out, oh, maybe it's 8 or the last digit is 9. Okay.
Mm.
To our best knowledge right now, nobody knows what the last digit is, right? So people still searching for the last digit. But if you finding out the last digit is, please let me know. You'll be very famous. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to be that math smart.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. But you want to pass this knowledge for your children because you maybe
Yes.
your children will be the next person to finding out the last digit is, right?
So,
Because
Mhm.
nobody knows that, if somebody finding out the last digit is, and that would be very, very big finding, in the entire world, okay?
yeah.
Because we found a irrational number become a rational number, okay? All right, next one, we're gonna talk about area of circle. The area of circle is equal pi r square, okay? Pi r square.
Mm.
Pi r square, okay? So now why if you can see this picture, did you see this picture?
Mhm.
Okay. So this picture show you the circle, right? And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 pieces right here, right? But the 8 pieces there. Then I rearrange the circle like this. Okay.
Mm.
Rearrange the circle like this. And since we say circumference is equal diameter times pi, we already finding out this. And then diameter actually is equal to r. 2 radius is equal diameter. Are you with me for this?
Okay.
If you
Yes.
two radius of this, and that is the diameter, right?
Right.
So that is 2 radius is equal d, right? So
Mhm.
that's why we have a d right here. And that's the pi, right? And then sometimes we say 2 pi r, right? Now, the circumference is equal to pi r, and therefore if we have a half of this, which is if we have half of this, which is equal pi r, are you with me for this?
Mhm.
That's why the underneath we have a pi r,
Okay, this is
because a half, 1, 2, 3, 4, not 8 pieces. That's why we have a pi r. Are you with me for this?
Mhm.
And this is pretty much similar to this parallelogram. Is that right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, mhm.
Because right now we only cut how many pieces are there? We only cut
Or
we only cut the 8 pieces, and then there's only 4 pieces underneath, right? But if
Mhm.
we cut infinity, the more you cut, the line will be more straight line.
Mhm.
Is that right?
Mm.
Remember that when we talk about area is equal base times height. Remember that?
Mhm.
And what's the base for this? If we count infinity, here is a pi r. Are you with me?
Mm.
And height will be r. Is that right? Oh, so therefore it's a pi r squared. This is a why, and why this formula coming from.
Mm.
All right. So the area of circle is equal pi r squared. All right. Now, can you do the first problem? Use the area of circle is pi r squared, calculate the area, and then use a pi approximately 3.14. Can you find out the area of circle for this?
Mm.
Finding out the area, okay?
So the area is a full circle, right? Yeah.
Yeah, this is a full circle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Circle, okay, okay. Mhm. Mhm.
All right. Pi r squared. So pi, I would say approximately 3.14. And times r is a 10 square, which is equal approximately is equal 3.14 times 100.
Oh, okay.
So did you get 3.14 times 100? Did you get a 314? Let's say we go by centimeter, okay? So we have a centimeter square, 14 centimeter square. Does that make sense to you for this problem?
Yes.
All right. If this makes sense to you, let's move on to parameter, okay? Today we don't need a break. I think so. We almost finished, okay?
Mhm.
Parameter. The length of the simple closed plane curve is called its parameter. And then the parameter of polygon is sum of the lengths, okay? All the lengths and all of its sides, okay? What is the parameter of a square having a side length 74? So we have a 74 for this, 74 centimeter for this. So we have a 74 plus 74 plus 74 plus 74, which is
296 centimeters.
96 centimeter.
Mm.
Square, yes or no?
Mm.
No, his
No.
length, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Now what about next one? What is the parameter rectangle having a 3.4 and 8.2? So we have this 3.4 and 8.2. And actually 3.4 plus 8.2 plus 3.4 plus 8.2. And add together, we get 23.2 centimeter. Okay.
Mm.
All right. How about the last problem for today? Okay. I want to give you a minute to think about it. Finding out a parameter for this. Finding out a parameter for this.
Mhm. Okay.
I want to give you a minute finding out what's the parameter for this. And this problem actually is from one of the textbook. And let's say we want to go by centimeter, okay? Again, we want to go by centimeter.
Mhm.
Or go by centimeter. In science, we use a lot of centimeter or meter.
Mhm.
All right, are we done?
It's probably done. It might not be right though.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's right. I got 45. I don't know if that's right or wrong.
45, close.
Oh, I didn't know what to do with that one that has no number. I wasn't sure if it was 7 or.
Yeah, a known number. Yes, there's a known number. Okay, now we have let's say we have a 10, we have 4, we have 2, we have 7, we have 8, we have 3 and 4, right?
Mhm,
And then that's a known number, right?
right.
And how we find it's a known number?
Mhm, mhm.
See, this is a 7
Yeah, it's not the
right
same
here,
height. Yeah.
and this is a 4, right?
Okay.
7 and 4. So total right here is
Oh.
11. Are you with me for this?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Now we take 11 minus this is 3.
Mhm. Oh.
This is 3, and then that would be 8. Did you get 8? Yes or no?
I was off by
Yes.
one number. Okay. Good job,
So then
Bex.
a known number is 8, right? So
Mm,
therefore we take a 10 plus, let's say we take a 10 plus 8
mm.
plus 4 plus 3 plus 8 plus 7 plus 2 plus 4. So add together will be 46. Did you get 46? Yes or no?
No,
Yes.
I was off by one.
All right. Okay, that would be the lesson for today. Do you have any questions for today?
No.
Okay, if no question, we are here for today. If you have any questions, you want to ask me, you can stay here, ask me, okay? Thank you. See you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.